How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Profit Ladders YouTube channel. In this video I thought I'd talk about things I wish I knew before I started match betting. If you're thinking about starting match betting or you're just getting started with match betting, this video is definitely for you. With that being said, let's get into the video. If you're just starting out match betting, you'll want to create a separate email that you only use for match betting. When you sign up to a bookmaker, they'll ask you if you want to receive promotional offers, and you definitely do. Bookmakers are constantly sending free bet offers, boosts, deposit bonuses and more, and these are great, but they will clutter your personal email if you're going to use that, and if you use it for work it can get quite annoying, so I recommend having a separate one. So the next one is have your photo ID and proof of address ready. Most people will have these to hand, but I recommend having them on your computer ready to send when requested. I personally use my driving licence and online bank statements. If you're going to use your driving licence, make sure it's clear and you can see all four corners. If you're going to use a bank statement as your proof of address, if it's a paper statement, you'll need to have all four corners visible and it will need to be within the last 3 months. If you're using an online statement, make sure you download it as a PDF file and don't screenshot it. I've made this mistake in the past and it usually won't get accepted. If you want to hide your transactions, this is usually not a problem, and I'd actually recommend it if all your transactions are just between bookmakers and exchanges, as this might raise suspicion with a bookmaker. Your online statements will usually have to be within the last 3 months. So I'm going to tell you why I think this is important with a personal experience of mine. I signed up to a bookmaker and I placed a qualifying bet, and after that bet had settled I logged back in. And I thought I was going to have my free bets. Unfortunately, my account had been blocked and I had to provide the necessary documents to get it unblocked. Unfortunately, I didn't have them ready and it took a little bit longer than I should have, and by the time I actually got my account back, my free bets had expired. Something you might want to consider is a separate bank account. Excessive gambling can look bad for a mortgage application. The odd bet here and there isn't going to be a problem, but if you're frequently match betting, it can look bad to a mortgage lender. So that is something you might want to consider. Something else I'd advise you do is keep a list of your usernames and passwords. Every bookmaker has different requirements for what's an acceptable username and password. Some might require special characters, some might only let you have 5 to 15 characters, and usernames have to be unique, so you won't always be able to have the same login details for every single bookmaker, so it's probably a good idea you write them down. The final thing I want to talk about is self-belief, and this isn't a joke. I've had friends and family get into match betting and I get phone calls like, have I done this right, or what should I do next, and they almost always know the answer. I know it's your own money and nobody wants to get it wrong and lose money, of course, but the main thing is take your time. You can always go back to the tutorials if you're unsure on something, and a good tip would be always double check your odds. If your odds are way off, you could be on the wrong market or on the wrong event altogether. And you can use the copy lay stake feature. This will stop you from entering the wrong lay stake, but just take your time, that's the main thing. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and hopefully you gained some useful knowledge. If you could like and subscribe, it helps us out a lot, and thanks for watching.